That shit's annoying. I felt it go in my throat, you know.
Hey, yo. All right. Hey, yo. Hey, what's going on, you guys? I have the pleasure of sitting here with Eva Evans. Eva Evans is a stand-up comedian. She's been seen on multiple reality shows, including making her debut on BET's Hustle in Brooklyn. And I'm gonna get into a little bit about how you got on Hustle in Brooklyn, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what you've been doing during the pandemic. So let's get into it. I wanna know, how excited were you when you got the call to be on BET's Hustle in Brooklyn?
So how it started is one of the casting recruiters, she DM'd me.
Okay.
And it was a white lady talking about I'm looking for cast members for a BET reality show. So I thought it was spam. I thought it was playing in my DM, so I ignored her.
So she DM'd you?
She DM'd me.
Okay.
She slid in the DM.
Okay.
I curved her, I thought it was spam. Then she came back again. I'm like, let's see what this white lady talking about. Sent her some samples of my stand-up, sent her some pictures of me, and she was like, how they want the executive producer wanted to interview me. So I went down to Williamsburg, met up with him, and he liked my personality. 2 weeks later, I went to LA to do a show, and I got the call. It was like, yeah, you've been casted. BET wants you.
Wait, so you didn't have to actually audition or send tapes? They found you?
They found me.
Holy hell.
Yeah, they found me on Instagram.
How?
I'm not sure. You know, my name was like buzzing, because you know I do a couple things.
Okay.
Like,
how?
Right? I'm out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they heard about my shows at Rikers. You know, I was doing Rikers for about 2 years. I was the only female doing comedy at Rikers. So they heard about a few things. Like, that's why you gotta just do what you do, because you never know who got their ears to the streets.
So I was gonna deviate, but now that you mentioned Rikers, how did you go about getting on Rikers? What made you want to do comedy at Rikers Island anyway? And so there's comedy at Rikers Island. A lot of people are like, what?
Yeah,
so break it down. Yeah, break it down.
So Rikers has about 6 or 7 comedians come in and entertain the inmates. I'm the only female that they signed on to it. So I had to go through this whole course of how, it was like, the sexual harassment, like, because inmates are technically protected by the state.
Okay.
Even though I doubt how true that is.
This is the men.
Yeah, the men. I did the women's one time. Believe it or not, the women are more aggressive with the hollering than men.
I could only imagine.
Lesbians love me.
I could only imagine.
But so I went through a course.
Fresh meat.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying to turn a bitch out, but they just don't know. I love the meat. But anyway.
It's okay.
No, stay on track.
Stay on track.
So I went through this course. It took about a couple of days. Got certified. Then I was able to go into the jail. At first, they all like, oh my God, it's a girl. Oh my God, oh my God. And then they calmed down and they actually listened to me, because I actually have jokes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I went in there with no jokes, they would never respect me. But they actually, she actually saying some shit. Yeah. So they laugh and they really they really bang with me. And it's to the point that when they get out of jail, they follow me. They send me DMs like, yo, I seen you when I was locked up.
It was really funny.
They'll come. I've had a couple ex-inmates come to my show, Mascara and Splits, at the Brooklyn House of Comedy. I've seen them on the street like, yo, when I was locked up, I seen you. Okay,
so Mascara and Splits, we're going to get to that.
Yes.
But, so for you as a female comedian, a woman comedian, you just said how when you got there, a lot of people were questioning if you're going to be funny, because when they automatically see you, they see pretty, they see beauty.
Thank you.
And that's the first thing that they're going to see. So how is it for you knowing that some people always come with that judgment right away?
Right. Me as a comedian, like, what I like to do is I address the elephant in the room. So I always tell people, if you fat, in the first couple jokes, you need to talk about being fat.
Talk about your fat ass.
Right. If you got one leg, you better hop your ass on that stage and talk about having one leg.
Right.
So I always talk about what's the elephant in the room. I talk about, how I look or whatever. Just so it's not awkward. Like, so once you talk about it, everyone relax.
Okay.
Everyone relaxes and you can move on. So I'll talk about, I'm like, I'll make a joke like, oh, I see a couple niggas I used to talk to in here. You know what I'm saying?
In jail.
In jail. Like,
that's funny.
And they'll start laughing.
That's funny.
And it breaks the ice.
That's funny.
Right. Yeah. I love me a hood dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
So come on, I used to fuck with a couple of y'all friends.
That's funny.
They start laughing, and then I get into my childhood. Because my childhood, they could relate a lot to it. I grew up with a single mother. I was raised, my father figure was a drug dealer. Okay. So immediately they relate to me. So not only do I break the ice, but I'm relatable. So
it works.
It works. They eventually get over the titties and just focus on
Right.
what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And they respect me.
Yeah. Do you find that hard? It's easy breezy for you?
I mean, it's what I do it. I do it. It's what I do. So it's like I don't think about it. I don't think about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So now back to BET's.
Yeah.
It's okay. Train's coming. We're going.
That's a Q train, y'all.
Q train.
Going straight to the city.
Sorry, let it go. Hurry your ass up. There we go.
Right.
So BET's Hustle in Brooklyn. They found you.
Yeah.
They reached out to you, and you had an audition process.
Yeah, kind of. I submitted some stand-up,
Yeah.
some pictures, met with the executive producer one time, and that was it. And I
was
didn't hear
it.
nothing from them, so I went to LA. Cause I always make moves.
Yeah.
You don't always just sit there and wait. I was like, all right, did my interview, boom, booking a ticket to LA.
Yeah.
My phone work in LA. They call me.
And when they called you, what was your reaction?
I was like, oh shit. I'm like, for real? They're like, yeah, BT want to cast you. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I immediately just prayed.
Yeah.
Cause that's my first thing. I always give thanks. I'm big on prayer.
Yeah.
Prayer works. So I just gave thanks. I called my mother. First I called God, then I called my mother. In that order, every time something
Yeah.
good or bad happens to me. God, my mama.
I spoke to you when it happened.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So I was on that list, yeah.
I told you.
I was on that
But
list.
I told you when I was waiting.
You were
I didn't-
waiting.
Yeah.
But I spoke to you both when you were waiting and when
And
you
when it got confirmed,
Very,
yeah.
very happy for you.
Thank
Congratulations. You also work for Buzzfeed.
Yes, that's where I currently work.
Currently work for Buzzfeed. You're a writer for Buzzfeed. What do you actually do for Buzzfeed? Let me know.
So what I do for BuzzFeed, I work on BuzzFeed News.
Okay.
So I do BuzzFeed News. I've been, my contract started in September, so it's a year contract, so it expires in September, so we're gonna renew. I'm gonna, negotiate, you know what I'm saying?
Negotiate, get the money up.
Get the coin.
Worth more now.
Right. But what I do is I do BuzzFeed News, so I'm the only female, I'm the only black female that they have on the show. And what we do is like, take current events and news stories, and we make it entertaining. So like, no matter how serious it is, like, millennials, their attention span is very short.
Yeah.
They just want to scroll. They're not gonna sit and watch the news. They're not gonna sit and listen to 10 wins. So we give it to them in bites, and I make it funny. Like when coronavirus first came out. You want me to stop?
Yeah, let's pause. Train again.
This damn Q train,
This
y'all.
Q train, man. At least it's running.
Right.
So when coronavirus started.
Yeah. So when coronavirus first hit the news, they were saying how it's on the money. So like, one of the jokes that I said, I was like, well, it's a good thing I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm safe. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you're actually you're being recorded.
Camera.
Oh, you're
yeah.
on. So you're
I
a
write
writer?
my jokes. I tell the producers. They'll go through it. I'm like, oh, this is not appropriate. This is great. Can you make this longer? Can you make this shorter? This is too wordy.
Right.
I present what I wrote to the producer, and then I record.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How'd you get that?
My manager hooked that up. They was looking for somebody, and because they had a white gay guy, they had a white straight guy, they had a white girl, and then I needed a black person. So I also happen to be a woman, so it was just two on one. Yeah.
All right. So transitioning into you're a stand-up comedian as well. So not only have you been on the reality shows, you work for BuzzFeed, you're on camera, you do stand-up comedy. That's where it started for you.
That's where it started.
How much do you miss the stage right now during the pandemic?
So during the pandemic, like, I was depressed as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I was very depressed. My mother was very worried. I actually had to get a little counseling, to be honest.
So I never would have knew that you were feeling that way or you were going through depression.
I definitely was.
It's huge to me that you shared that story. I thank you for sharing that story. So
No
basically,
problem.
thank you. Yeah, if anybody else is going through something like that, I feel like you just normalize it for people.
You're not alone, trust me.
You're not alone. So transitioning now, we talked about you being on BuzzFeed, missing the stage so much. What have you been doing now that you don't have the stage? What have you been doing to keep yourself busy?
Well, I don't have the stage as much. I still
As
have,
much.
Right, because
As much.
I go on stage maybe once a week now versus the 4 or 5 times before.
Right.
Well, I'm doing the digital radio show at Ray DeJean, 108 Soul, New York.
Okay.
As of 2 weeks ago, we had 60,000 listeners, so we're building that.
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
60,000.
60,000 downloads of the app. And I'm still at BuzzFeed. I do it remotely now instead of going to the office.
Where's the office in the city?
Union Square, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we just FaceTime with the producers, tell them my jokes, and then I record myself on my iPhone, drop it in a shared drive. So
and then they'll edit it.
And then they'll edit it on their end and put it out on their show.
Right. And you did the interview.
Yeah, I did an interview with Pop Smoke's brother, Abasi Jackson. Very talented
Big
young
deal.
man. Very talented young man. His style is a lot different from his brother's, but they're both very talented.
Big deal.
Yeah.
And this was right after the death. Late
Yeah.
great Pop.
Yeah, about 3 months after.
And he's staying strong, continuing to work.
Yes.
That was huge. When I saw that you had the interview, that was huge to me.
It was huge to me, too.
I was like, first of all, how did you even get an interview to be able to talk to him?
All right, so you know what happened? His managers had hit me up about doing the music video. And I did one music video, but I'm not a music video chick.
Yeah.
You know, I may look like one, but that's not the
route you want to go?
No, absolutely not. I did one music video for a friend as a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he was like, I don't want no random bitch in my video. You know, you look good. Me and you have a friendship. Can you just do this for me a favor? I'm like, all right, bet. So I did it one time as a favor, but I'm not no video chick. So I curved that. Then they came back and was like, you know what? We want you to interview him because we think you're funny and we think that you'll make it a light situation. I'm like, yeah, bet. So I wrote him some questions, sent it to his label, his management. They approved it. And then we move forward from there. So I was
had it. And it's on your page.
It's on my IGTV
it's
for
on
sure.
Your IGTV.
At Eva Evans Comedy.
It's right here, Eva Evans Comedy.
Yeah, Eva Evans Comedy.
They saw it throughout the video.
Oh, they did?
Shameless plug.
Oh, it's right here?
Right here.
Oh,
right
I
here.
didn't even see that shit.
Right here. I'm gonna move it here. That was here. So there you have it. That's it. What else do we have coming up? I know you have July 24th that you mentioned.
July 24th I have Mascara and Splits. Now Mascara and Splits is a part of my company. Oh, I also LLC'd my company. Eva Evans Comedy is an LLC now, a legitimate business.
Okay.
I trademarked Mascara and Splits. Well, I'm in the process of trademarking. My attorney submitted the paperwork. And yeah, like
July 24th and after.
Yeah, so Mascara and Splits is my brand. I have a comedy show. I'm gonna have merch. So it's Friday, July 24th at the Brooklyn House of Comedy.
24th.
Friday, July 24th.
Don't even. So it's funny because the reason why she did that, I thought the show was yesterday.
He thought it was yesterday. He was in Brooklyn, on the way to Brooklyn.
On my way to Brooklyn yesterday. So shout out to you, Whitney Clark.
Right.
Who told me turn around, it's not
right.
yesterday. Right. So July 24th.
At the Brooklyn House of Comedy, which is a black-owned comedy club. Because we all about the black-owned. That's the thing. I've been, between Corona and the protesting, everything they did was pushing. First of all, I never touched doorknobs.
Yeah, you've been on that.
I never touched doorknobs. I always disinfect my phone every day when I come home from wherever I'm at. I wash my hands several times. I've been a germaphobe. Yeah. I've been pro-black.
Okay.
So now it's like a whole wave. I'm like, y'all are late. I've been scared of germs and I've been loving my people.
You've been pro-black.
You've
always posted pro-black.
Always.
You've always had something to say about it. You've always said,
Lysol,
I wish I could live in Jamaica.
Yeah, Lysol been my best friend. I love black people. That was always my thing.
Right.
So when I see everyone going crazy over germs and crazy over black people, I'm like, that's been the wave for me.
It's been the wave.
That's old news for me.
Black-owned business comedy shows right
here
too.
Like when I got off,
shout out to you. Calvin, I see you.
When I got off BET.
I got ghettos.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to my mom.
When BET had happened, a lot of comedy clubs had hit me up, wanted me to bring my monthly over there. But I'm like, y'all not black owned.
Right.
And places that are probably a lot nicer. You know, Brooklyn House of Comedy is a nice place. I'm not trying to, very nice place. But there were places that were bigger, a little bit more modern.
Yeah.
Easier to get to by train, right? And I declined because you're a white man.
Right. I feel you. So, that's Eva Evans. Make sure that you follow her on her Instagram page at Eva Evans Comedy. If you don't already follow her, you should. She's very funny.
Thank you.
Sometimes post funny videos on YouTube.
Sometimes.
I mean on Instagram. Not the thing, but sometimes. Yeah. I wait for the train before I finish this outro.
This Q train is active today.
I know. It's just a hater.
Where they going?
I got haters.
Right.
I got haters. Somebody said I was here and
they
called the Q train.
They called the Q train.
Trust me. So that's it. At Eva Evans Comedy, make sure that you continue to follow her, continue to support what she does. July 24th, Brooklyn House of Comedy comedy show. Anything else? Anybody you want to shout out before we go?
I want to shout out my mother. I love you.
We love you, mama.
Yes. Who else? Everyone who bang with me, everyone who follows me, supports my shows. They love me. Genuine love.
Right.
I love you too.
She loves you too. And
shout out to the whole of Jamaica, isn't it? Bye.
So we'll see you guys next time, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Pleasure being with the queen herself. We'll catch you next time.